The Spurs get a dominant win over James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers, beating LA 122 to 86. In what would be another historic night for Victor Wembanyama in more ways than just one. We will get into that and talk about what went right for the Spurs tonight. What's good, Spurs Digest family? Bryan Colbert here with another Spurs Digest post-game show. And what a way to go into the new year than with a win, a dominant win at that, over a team that was on a winning streak. So many things went right tonight. They got off to a fast start. They got hot. So many things to be excited about as we go into 2025. And one thing we've been super excited about is the way y'all have shown love to Spurs Digest. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that doorbell so you are notified every time we drop a video. We even drop a video on holidays. Like, I postponed my New Year's Eve turn up just to watch the Spurs and talk about them tonight, because there's no better way to go into your new year than with a dominant win. The Spurs got off to a fast start like we've been asking them to. We've seen too many times they've gotten off the slow starts. Now, some of those slow starts have resulted in wins. However, when the Spurs get off to these hot starts like this and just impose their will right away like we know they can, great things will happen, and that is what happened tonight. Great things happen. I want to show love to the guys off the bench. Keldon Johnson and Stephon Castle went crazy off the bench. I'm loving watching a guy like Castle. Like, I think we've come to know that Keldon's going to accept any role he's given and play his hardest no matter what role he's in. But, like, to see a rookie, to see such a young rookie come in, go from being on the bench to starting to going back off the bench and just accepting whatever role he's given and still playing his hardest, man. Shout out to Stephon Castle. He has looked so good this season, and I'm loving the fact that he is able to be used in multiple ways. A lot of young guys aren't able to adjust in their roles the way that he's been able to do. And I mean, he's just been so impressive, man. I mean, I look at him and I'm like, man, that's rookie of the year right there, just for what he's been able to do and what he's been asked to do as a rookie. But this episode right here, this show right here, is all about Wemby. It's all about the big man, because, again, I told y'all he made history tonight. He was unstoppable. Let's really talk about it. My man had 17 points in the opening quarter. That matched the Clippers' total as a team. We talk about a hot start. We talk about setting the tone. That is what Wemby did. He set the tone. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in just 26 minutes. That's a point a minute. In just 26 minutes, he was able to accomplish that. And with his performance tonight, he became the first player in league history with 300 points, 100 rebounds, 50 blocks, 50 assists, and 43 pointers in just a single month. In 31 days, Wemby was able, let me say that again, 300 points, 100 rebounds, 50 blocks, 50 assists, and 43 pointers in a single month. Those people that are saying, Wemby, stop shooting, stop pulling from the 3-ball, stop being out on the perimeter so much, man, take that. My man is out here making history and doing it in incredible fashion. What a December Victor Wembanyama has had. And Wemby has at least one block, one three-pointer in 24 straight games. That is the longest streak in NBA history. It's kind of wild to think about, but really think about that. One block and one three-pointer in 24 straight games. He is doing something that we have never seen before. I like to think Karl Anthony Towns was one of those guys that really pioneered the change in big man in the NBA, but to me, Victor is changing it in a whole nother way. He has had a block in 67 straight games. I have to show him love. I have to give him his flowers, because this is a guy with all eyes on him, all the pressure on him, the weight of an entire city on his back, and he continues to show up and show out and show why he is deserving of all the love and praise he's given. That's not hype. None of this is hype. If anything, this is going to sound crazy, but if anything, I feel like he is underrated. I don't think he gets the love he deserves. I don't know if it's because he's playing in San Antonio. I don't know if it's because he's so humble and so quiet, but this kid just continues to ball out. I mean, look at these numbers, what he's done this season. I mean, he just looks incredible. I got to imagine he's going to continue to rack up these Defensive Player of the Months. I got to imagine this year he's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know how you don't. I don't know how you don't when you look at those numbers and you look at the things he's been able to do. And what a great performance by him. It's just a strong win. He showed what he's able to do when his shot's not falling, right? 1 for 6 from the three-point line, but he got it done in so many other ways. And he just was so valuable for this team and just so valuable for the starting unit, especially with Jeremy Sochan going out. I hope he's going to be okay. I hope he's going to be able to return quickly because he's just such a valuable piece to this team as well. But just Victor was just able to look good. And again, we talked about some supporting class. We talked about Keldon Johnson and Castle, but I feel like the story just has to be about Wemby tonight and what he was able to do against a Clippers team that was on a win streak too. Like, let's talk about that. This Clippers team was coming in on a 3-game win streak, beating the Grizzlies, the Warriors, and the Pelicans. So this was a Clippers team that had all the momentum and was hot. And this is a Spurs team that's still trying to figure it out. Like, that's why I get so excited and hype about these type of performances in these games from these guys, because they're a team that's still trying to figure it out. They're a team that's still without their head coach. They're a team that still dealt with a ton of injuries on the front end of this season, and they have continued to look good and look impressive, man. What a way to go into the new year, man. We could talk a lot about this game and the different things that went right, but I really think the focus needs to be on this kid right here, on Wemby, man. Look at that smile right there. Like, that is a smile that's earned. You know what I mean? Like, the work he puts in, the effort he puts in, the time he puts into his game, the sacrifices he makes on a daily basis, and being such a young guy, man, it's so great to see. And he just really showed up and showed out tonight. I love those moments when you got to see him, like, master on James Harden and all that, because, like, that's what's exciting about this too. This is only year 2. We are seeing him play stars that are on the back end of their career that are going out, and he is the future, and he is showing why, man. What an impressive and strong win for the Spurs, man. These are the kind of wins we want to see from these guys. These are the kind of wins we want to talk about, because, again, this is against a really good Western Conference team, and the team just looked good, man. I was very impressed by them, and it wasn't a flawless game by any means. However, let's talk about the turnovers. Just 9 turnovers, and that might sound like a lot, but we've seen how these games have gone, and we keep asking, like, the Spurs to not make so many mistakes, and they just didn't, man. They hustled, man. They got after it on the boards. It wasn't the strongest shooting night for everybody. However, they may do in other ways, and to me, that is what's impressive. 58 rebounds to the Clippers, 41 rebounds. It was hustle tonight. It was heart. It was effort, and it was all started by Wemby. It was all led by this kid right here, and it's just been so impressive. And again, what a way to get into the new year, Spurs family. Now, I'm not going to run my mouth too much again. This is New Year's Eve. I know you guys want to enjoy yourselves, but I wanted to make sure we took time celebrating what is happening right now. A great win going into the new year, man. I want to know how y'all are feeling. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all let us know. While y'all having a great night, we hope y'all have an amazing new year. What a year it's been, right? What a first year it's been for Spurs Digest. We're only a couple months in, but it's still our first year. We're going into this new year with over 3,000 subscribers. We appreciate y'all so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the doorbell to get notified every time we post, because, again, it don't matter if it's the holiday. It don't matter if it's late at night. We are going to give y'all amazing content. That's because you guys deserve it. Y'all an amazing fan base. I love the Spurs fan base, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for everything y'all do for us. And again, Happy New Year. What a win for the Spurs. Let's start racking them up, baby.